Well, thank you for coming to do some yoga with me. I want to tell you a little secret. I didn't wake up happy today. Did you wake up happy today? Well, if you did, that's great. But do you ever have those days where you wake up not so happy? Yeah, sometimes it happens, right? Well, I have an idea. I have this really great song all about how every cell in my body is happy. And I think that if we sing that song, even if we aren't happy right now, that maybe we'll be happy when we're done. Let's try it. All right, get your hands out. We're going to tap our bodies while we sing, and at the end, hopefully we'll be so happy. Sound good? Great.
Here's a fun song that you can sing. It makes every little cell in your body ring. Pat every single body part when you hear this chorus start. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Shake yourself, it's good for your health. Every little cell is happy and well. Shake yourself, it's good for your health. Every little cell is happy and well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Bend your knees and chair pose, please. Every little cell is happy and well. Bend your knees and chair pose, please. Every little cell is happy and well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Reach up high to the sky. Every little cell is happy and well. Reach up high to the sky. Every little cell is happy and well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Reach for your toes and ragdoll pose. Every little cell is happy and well. Reach for your toes and ragdoll pose. Every little cell is happy and well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Here's one more, make a lion roar. Here's one more, make a lion roar. Happy and well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Jumping jacks will strengthen your back. Every little cell is happy and well. Jumping jacks will strengthen your back. Every little cell is happy and well. Now let's do it faster. Jumping jacks will strengthen your back. Every little cell is happy and well. Jumping jacks will strengthen your back. Every little cell is happy and well. Jumping jacks will strengthen your back. Every little cell is happy and well. Jumping jacks will strengthen your back. Every little cell is happy and well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well.
Oh my goodness, it worked. I'm so happy now. Are you happy now? Awesome. But I think I need to take a few big deep breaths. Will you take some deep breaths with me? Great. Let's sit down crisscross applesauce and I'll get out a breath ball. This is a breath ball. And if you've never seen one before, this is how it works. When I open the ball, we'll all breathe in. And when I close the ball, we'll all breathe out. We'll breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Let's take 3 big deep breaths with the ball, okay? Awesome. Here we go. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in And breathe out. Oh my goodness, I feel so much better. Oh, my breath is nice and calm, but my heart is pumping really fast. Can you feel your heart? Does it go thump, 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 thump? Yeah, mine too. Did you know that all the people in the whole world have a heartbeat just like yours? Did you know that all the animals have a heartbeat too? Well, I bet you didn't know that the whole universe has a heartbeat. It does. We just can't hear it because there are so many things that are so loud. What's something that's really loud? That's a great example. Thunderstorms can be really loud. Fire trucks are really loud. Airplanes are really loud. Sometimes people are really loud. All of these loud things make it really hard for us to hear the heartbeat of the universe. But I thought we could make that sound together. What do you say? Great. We'll start by making an O with our mouths. Can you go, oh? Good job. Now we'll make a yummy sound. I want you to imagine that you just ate something that you really love to eat, something that's really yummy. It can be anything. Think of it now. And let's make a yummy sound. Mmm. We put those two sounds together. Oh, mmm. And that's the sound of Om. Om is the sound of the heartbeat of the universe. We're gonna make one big, beautiful Om together. But before we do that, I thought we'd practice. And my favorite way to practice anything is to do it in a silly way. Do you want to do some silly Oms with me? Great! So, we'll do my favorite silly Om to start. I want you to imagine that you are in the jungle and you are a great, big gorilla. Can you be a big gorilla? Bring your hands to your chest. We'll take a big deep breath in and then we'll make the sound of Om. Here we go. Breathe in. Great job! Now I want you to imagine that you are a race car driver. Get out your steering wheel, put your car in gear, and we'll take two big turns, one to the right and one to the left. Are you ready? Take a big deep breath in and say, no. Now go the other way. Big deep breath in. Wow, you are a great race car driver. Now I think we are absolutely ready to make the sound of Om together. Wait, no, we're almost ready. We need one very important thing. We need our yoga goggles. So get out your yoga goggles. Oh, I think you have a spare pair in your pocket. You better check. Oh, there's one. And there's the other. I'll put them together and I'll put them on. You look great in your yoga goggles. I'll take them off, take them apart, and put them on my knees. Now we're ready to make the sound of the heartbeat of the universe. We'll take one big breath in, and then we'll make the sound of Om together. Here we go. Breathe in. That was beautiful. Oh, I love that sound. It calms my whole body. Now we've calmed our breath. We've calmed our bodies. I think we should calm our brains. My brain has all these thoughts bouncing around inside of it. It's like there are crazy monkeys inside my head. Can you be a crazy monkey? I want to tell those monkeys, shh. And one way that I can do that is with a meditation. Will you say a meditation with me? Oh, you want to know what a meditation is? A meditation is a nice way to calm our minds. This type of meditation is called a mantra meditation. We're going to say some words together and they're going to help us calm our minds. So, get out your yoga goggles once again and we'll use these to help us. Just like we tapped our bodies, we'll tap our fingers. So follow along with me. Can you say caring, switch fingers, begins, switch, with, and switch one more time, me. This mantra meditation is all about how we care for other people and how we care for ourselves. It's really important to care for ourselves just as much as we care for other people. So let's do this meditation together. Let's say it 3 times. Are you ready? Here we go. Caring begins with me. Caring begins with me. One more time. Caring begins with me. Wow, I love it when my brain is nice and quiet. So we've calmed our breath, we've calmed our bodies, and we've calmed our brains. And my favorite thing about meditations and calm deep breaths is that you can do it anytime you want. Anytime you need to. You can find a nice place to sit. You can maybe close your eyes, take 3 big, deep breaths, and then say any meditation you like, and it'll help you calm your whole body and calm your whole mind. Sounds good, huh? Awesome. So I thought today that I would tell you a little bit about some of the things that I like to do. Now, if you've been to some of my classes, you know that I like hiking and I like camping. You also probably know that I have a dog. But I bet you didn't know that I like to learn. I love to learn. Learning is my favorite. One thing that I love to learn about is history. History is all the things that have happened before right now. And I love to learn about the history of really, really, really old things, like really, really old cities and really, really old peoples. One group of people that I love to learn about are the Egyptians. The Egyptians are a group of people that lived thousands of years ago in northern Africa. I thought we could act out a little story about the Egyptians. What do you think? Awesome! Now, the first thing that most people know about the Egyptians is that the Egyptians created mummies. Have you ever heard of a mummy? Yeah, I bet you have. Can you be a mummy? Let's lay on our backs and we'll lay super still like a mummy. Oh my goodness, you were so still I thought you might be dead. I'm glad you're not dead like a mummy. Well, I bet you didn't know that the Egyptians built most of their cities on a huge river. This river is called the Nile. And because they built their cities on a river, they used lots of boats. Can you be a boat? We'll pick our feet up and then reach our hands out. Now, these boats would have paddles because they didn't have motors back then. So use your hands as paddles. Great job. Now, on this river, there are lots of crocodiles. Can you be a crocodile? We'll bring our hands underneath our shoulders and then step our feet back and be a crocodile. Awesome. The Egyptians were some of the first people to do some of the things we do all the time. Did you know that they invented writing? When you use a pen or a marker to write words or draw pictures that mean things, the Egyptians were the first people to do that. Isn't that crazy? I know. Did you also know that the Egyptians, they created a thing called a plow? We use a plow today in order to plant things on farms. Can you be a plow? We'll come onto our backs. Then we'll bring our knees in towards our chest. We'll use our hands on the floor to send our feet up over our heads, like this. Great job. Now, the Egyptians, they didn't practice religion like many of us practice religion. They worshipped all kinds of different gods. And one of the things that they thought were really, really sacred were cats. Can you be a cat? We'll come onto our hands and knees, and then we'll push the floor away and say meow like a cat. Meow. Great job. Another animal that the Egyptians thought was sacred was the snake. Can you be a snake? We'll come all the way down onto our bellies. We'll press through our hands and we'll lift our head up like a snake. Can you hiss like a snake? Awesome. Now, there is one other creature that the Egyptians thought was particularly special, probably because it's a magical creature, and this is called a sphinx. A sphinx is a creature with the body of a lion, but the head of a person. They thought they were so important that they used the sphinx to guard their temples. They would build them huge, bigger than a skyscraper, and they would put them in front of their big temples. Can you be a sphinx? We'll come onto our bellies, we'll put our arms on the floor, and then we'll reach our head forward and look very serious, like a sphinx guarding a temple. You look so serious. Now these sphinx, they would guard temples, but they would also guard pyramids. Can you be a pyramid? We'll stand up, we'll step 1 foot forward, make sure your feet are nice and sturdy like a super strong pyramid, then we'll bring our hands to our hips and we'll bend forward. Great job. Let's do the other side. Step back and then step your other foot forward. Remember, sturdy, strong legs like a pyramid, hands on your hips, and bend forward. Awesome! Now, the Egyptians were a group of people who had very fearsome warriors. Can you be a fearsome warrior? We'll step our feet apart, turn one set of toes to face that way, then bend your knee and reach your arms out. One of the main weapons that they used was a bow and arrow. Can you shoot a bow and arrow? We'll reach our hand forward, pull back the string of our bow, and let it go. Foo. Great job. Let's do the other side. Straighten this leg, turn your toes, then we'll turn these toes to face that way, bend your knee, reach your arms out, and shoot your arrow. Pew! Awesome! Now, I definitely am not an expert on the Egyptians. I just think they're really interesting. There's so much more to learn. Maybe it's something you could learn more about, and maybe you can teach me someday. That would be great. We did so many fun poses in this little exploration of the Egyptian history. I thought we could use them to play my favorite game. That's right. Do you want to play freeze dance? Awesome. So I have some music. I'll put it on, and you dance. You can dance however you want. You can shimmy, you can shake, you can dance in a circle, however you want. But when the music stops, you pick a pose and you freeze. All right, let's go through the poses one more time. You can be a mummy. You can be a boat. You can be a crocodile. You can be a plow. You can be a cat. Meow. You can be a snake. You can be a sphinx. You can be a pyramid. And you can be a warrior. All right, are you ready to play? Awesome! Here comes the music. Remember, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Here we go. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. That always works perfectly. Thank you so much for taking big deep breaths with me. And hey, thanks for helping me tell that story about the ancient Egyptians and for playing my favorite game with me. It's always more fun to play it with friends. Well, we're almost ready to say goodbye, but before we do that, let's say our meditation a few more times. Do you remember the meditation? That's right. Caring begins with me. So get out your yoga goggles once again, take them off, take them apart, and put them on your knees. And we'll say it all together 3 times. Here we go. Caring begins with me. Caring begins with me. Caring begins with me. Remember, it's important to care for yourself, and it's also important to care for other people. And that caring, it begins with you, and it begins with me. Thank you so much for joining me for a little bit of fun today. I always have fun when you come to do yoga with me. We're going to say goodbye now, and we're going to say goodbye the way yogis all over the world say goodbye. We're going to bring our hands to our heart, and we're going to say the word Namaste. Namaste is a word in a language called Sanskrit, and it means the light inside of me sees and loves the light inside of each and every one of you. Isn't that a nice way to say goodbye? I think so. So on the count of 3, we'll all say Namaste together. Bring your hands to your heart. 1, 2, 3. Namaste.